Certainly can. We have Wendy James with the Kate Shepard House. Wendy, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank
Happy
you
New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year and Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. It's the season now.
It is a season. We're letting the good times roll. Starting bright and early this morning, what are we going to be making?
King cake, and it's an easy king cake.
Okay, yeah,
Wait till
there's
you
plenty
see
of
this.
different recipes for king cake,
Yep.
so this one is easy. What are we working on right here,
You start out with one of these.
Okay.
You know these cans of these wonderful crescent rolls?
Sure.
I know this sounds silly, but it's delicious. You roll it out. You don't separate the quarters, and you roll it out and just press those seams together.
Very simple.
And then just poke a hole in the middle like I did here. And then we'll put a wonderful filling that I have made with cream cheese and pecans and confectioner's sugar.
Sounds extremely
We're going to fill it all the
good.
way in. It's delicious.
Sounds delicious.
And then you fold it over, just like that.
Just like that. So tell us a little bit while you're working on that, more about the Kate Shepard House. Cherish mentioned a great place to come stay, check out bed and breakfast. Tell us all about it.
Well, you know, we're celebrating our 10th year.
Congratulations.
It will be 10 years March the 1st that we opened, and we're
That's
thrilled.
great.
We really are. It's been a wonderful 10 years. And so we have a winter special going, and of course you can see that at kateshepardhouse.com. And if you like us on our Facebook page, you will also see a lot of the other specials that we run for our Facebook fans on a regular basis. But we're in Midtown, beautiful Midtown. Unfortunately, we weren't affected on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Of course, just a few blocks from us was, but we were not. And we're on the corner of Catherine and Monterey Place.
Great location,
Yeah.
great place to be right in the heart of Mobile. So much to do from that area and a great place to stay as well. What's the experience like for the people who stay at the Kate Shepard House?
Well, they get a good sense of Mobile, of course, because they're living and experiencing an old historic home in an old historic neighborhood.
Right.
And they're getting to hear the history of Mobile. And of course, I help them with all those special places to go and things to do. And of course, all the special places to eat right in there in Midtown.
Right, and there are so many fantastic places to eat. And something else fantastic to eat is this king cake, which we're going to continue to work on throughout the show. So Wendy will check back in just a little while.
Great.
All right, guys.
King cake is my favorite part of Mardi Gras.
Is it really?
It is. I love king cake, that sugar and the icing and all the colors and finding the baby. And I think the whole tradition is if you find the baby, you have to buy the next cake. Isn't that right?
I'm being from Dothan. You know, we didn't grow up with Mardi Gras, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with all of the ins and outs of it, so I couldn't tell you.
I think that's it, but my mom always let me hide the baby, and I always found it because I knew where it was.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I'm a kid. I'm not going to buy the next one. I just wanted the baby so I could have it as a Barbie doll baby. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us here on Studio 10 in our great kitchen set with Wendy James from the Kate Shepard House, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a bed and breakfast in Midtown. We're going to be talking about that in just a minute, but first we want to talk about this king cake. And you say it's really easy to make.
It is. Did you see how I rolled that dough out straight out of the can?
Yeah, just some crescent rolls.
Exactly. You roll it out. You don't separate it.
Okay.
And then I'm wetting my fingertips just to close in those perforations.
Otherwise,
and
it'll stick to your fingers, and that's no good.
Exactly. And it's okay, too, if some of those come open, because some of that wonderful cream cheese center, if it's oozing out, it's delicious, trust me. But this is all basically we're doing, and we're just going to form it into that circle. Now, the recipe that I'm sharing with you today makes 2 small ones, but you can certainly combine it and make 1 large one, or you can even make individuals. I've made individuals for breakfast guests.
Okay, I like it. And speaking of breakfast, 7 days a week at the Kate Shepard House.
That's right, that's right. And you'll get things like this, of course, for dessert. So I always have a nice full breakfast with something sweet to end with.
Oh, yes. Now, the next step
is I am brushing the top with a beaten egg white.
Okay, just the white.
Just the egg white. You just want to beat it a little bit with a fork, and it's this simple. And then when I'm done with this, we're going to bake it off in 350 oven for just about 20 minutes.
Okay, and brush it right on.
And brush it right on. You don't need a lot.
The brush is one of those things that I never had one until I was probably maybe like 27, 28. I said, I don't need one of those. You would be surprised how much easier it makes so many different things that you're cooking, especially pastries.
That's right. That's right. And oiling, just basting something or oiling something, they do come in.
It's great. Definitely make the investment in one of these.
Yep, a good one. Yep.
So just all the way around.
All the way around.
All right.
And then again, we're going to bake that off. And then we're going to let it cool. And then in our next segment, I'm going to show you how to decorate it with the cream cheese icing.
Okay, and how long are we going to bake it?
350 degrees for 20 minutes.
Okay, and like we mentioned, this is something you can get at the Kate Shepard House. And right now, you guys are offering a great deal. If you stay 2 consecutive nights now through January 30th, you'll get the 3rd night free. That's
Yep.
perfect. A great getaway right here in town. So if you don't want to go too far, you know, maybe you have kids, maybe you just like to stay in town, maybe work may call, but if you just want a nice little getaway, this is a great thing to do.
And the gas is cheap.
Yes, exactly.
You're staying in town.
And there are 3 different beautiful rooms you can choose from.
That's right. That's right. And they're all available, of course, to look at. You could choose your room at our homepage, kateshepardhouse.com.
Okay, so we'll have a link to that on our website, Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. Also, this recipe will be there, so make sure you log on. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Welcome back. We are back in our great kitchen set with Wendy James from the Kate Shepard House. She has been going non-stop working on these king cakes. It's something that you can make at home. And Wendy, you say they're so easy to make for anybody.
They really, really are. So the finishing touch is a cream cheese icing, and you can't have too much cream cheese icing.
No.
So I've put mine in a large Ziploc bag so that I can pipe it on. But if you don't want to do that, you can certainly spread it with your knife. Or if you want to be fancier, you can put it in your pastry bag.
This is something easy for somebody who may not bake a lot.
Exactly.
You have one of these Ziploc bags, even if it's
Exactly.
a smaller one.
Exactly. Now, I'm using purple. I've decorated mine with purple icing, but you can go green, you can go gold. This is where the fun begins.
You can do all 3 if you want.
Exactly. You can do different colored icings, but this is my favorite. I don't know why. I just like the purple.
The purple's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so too. And then I decorate it with the gold and the green. And I'm just putting a little flour, I don't know why. And then
I like it.
Yeah, and then lots of decorations like these sprinkles you can get. And again, no rules here.
Yeah.
Just get creative and go crazy.
And you can find these things anywhere. Bruno's, Walmart.
Absolutely.
Really, I mean, they have these guys everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And then as you can see, I got a little crazy here too.
I like it.
Add some more Mardi Gras beads and make it bountiful and plentiful.
Yeah. And there are even some places, I know, if you go to some of the specialty shops, you can even find the little babies. If you want to put the babies
That's
in them,
right.
I know you can find them different
That's
places.
absolutely right.
And this one is driving me crazy. It smells so
Well,
good.
this one just came out of the oven,
Oh,
so
man.
this one is still warm. So you want to make sure that they're cool before you
Okay.
add the cream cheese icing.
Okay, well, it smells great.
that's
And before
very
you
hot.
eat it, we don't want to eat it yet, but man, it smells so good. I cannot wait to taste it. And again, you put something special inside.
I did. It's cream cheese and pecans, and of course I sweetened it with confectioner's sugar and vanilla. But again, that's where you can also add anything you want in the middle.
Yeah.
You can sweeten it with jam.
Yeah.
The possibilities are limitless.
It's your creation. You can find this recipe on our website. Also, you can get more information about the Kate Shepard House. Now, you said you still have some availabilities for Mardi Gras.
I do. I have several openings still left.
Okay, so if you
go
want to
online now.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
thing because if you're going to one of the balls, maybe you want to take a cab home, but you live out in West Mobile, well, Kate Shepard House is in Midtown, so the cab won't have to take you quite as far. It is great. It's beautiful. Check all of that out when you hit our website, Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Great.
Thank you for having me.